why I'm getting divorced is because, well, 10 days ago was my birthday. I woke up, my husband didn't acknowledge my birthday, my child didn't acknowledge my birthday, I went to work, none of my coworkers acknowledged my birthday, and then my boss called me into his office, and I'm like, but then he was like, happy birthday, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then he asked if I wanted to go and have lunch with him. So I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I went and had lunch with him, and then he asked if I wanted to go back to his place. I was like, oh, okay. So I get back to his place, and he's like, let me just step into my room for a few minutes, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, came back about 5 minutes later with a cake, my coworkers, my husband, and my kid, and was screaming happy birthday, and I was naked on the sofa.
So I was listening to a conversation at work the other day, and the two people were talking about relationships. And relationships is my topic. So I just mentioned that I thought that love was overrated. And when I did say that, the two people involved just completely stopped and just looked at me in shock. They didn't understand what I meant by love is overrated. So then I just put it to them, look, love is an emotion that clouds logic and reason. We all know somebody that's in a relationship or that has been in a relationship where the relationship is just toxic. The person that they are with, everybody knows that they are not good for that person. But because the two people are in love, they can't actually see from the outset because they are in love. So that for me, this is why I do believe love is overrated. We all have different opinions, but one thing I'd like you to look at with me is something called the census. Now, the census is data collected in England and Wales about various different topics. The topic I've chosen today is divorce. So I want to look at divorce, and if divorce is on the up or divorce is on the low. And I want to look at marriage as well. So when we look at some of these figures here, now, I mean, when you look at figures and stats like this, you have to put your opinion aside, because your opinion doesn't really matter when you're looking at stats of what's happening to the majority of people. Look, when we look here, let's have a look here. The number of divorces of opposite sex couples increased in 2019. As you can see there, marriages coming down, divorces going up. Now you have to remember these stats go up to 2019. Then we had the pandemic, so a lot of stuff wasn't recorded. But I'm going to do an update of these stats, and I can't imagine things have changed much. We're going to take a further look here. So as you can see there, same-sex couples, it's just not looking good. The divorce rate is going up. So when I say I think that love is overrated, what could be causing? I mean, this is the increase the increase. It's increased each year since 2015. So this is the number of same-sex divorces. So it's even like the gay and lesbian community are failing as well. And in the manosphere, we know a lot of the causes of these divorces. My opinion, it doesn't really matter, because when you file for a divorce, you have to put the reason down. And what you can see here is women with all the freedom and luxuries they have in the modern world. The majority of the divorces are being filed by women. Now, a lot of people will get triggered by that and just say, well, it's because of the men. Well, okay. The same men that built the world that you live in. Okay. The same men that gave you all the laws you have today. Okay. The same men that protect you, the same men that make it feasible for you to go to the toilet and flush, and you see fresh water. It's not so simple to just say it's because of the men. Women are unhappy. Divorce rate is on the up. Marriage is on the low. And unfortunately, men are not choosing to get married anymore. I want you to just take a listen to this guy here, because this is not the world that I would like my kids to grow up in.
So, my ex-wife took my son 2 years ago and never let me see him, despite 4 court orders telling her to. And the court did nothing to her. Nothing. No fines, no jail time, nothing. I got a letter in the mail when I was unemployed that I was so far behind on child support 2 years ago that I was going to go to jail for money. But yet she had my son. And you want to talk about fucking female privilege? Miss me.
She's got me thinking of all the things I do, all the things I do. She's working undercover, but so am I. And that's your baby mama, she ain't even mine. I've never had to go anywhere, cause she's got what I need, my undercover lover. I saw potential in another brother's baby mother.